Well, our next guest has been bestowed with the title Mrs. Australia. And next month she's set to compete for the title of Mrs. International in Florida, Miami.
And
Beautiful.
I'm pleased to say Kate Johnson joins us now. Congratulations, Kate.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
What was it like to win the title?
I think someone had to pinch me. It was one of those like, no, Kate, that's you. Like, go. And I'm sort of like doing the typical like beauty queen thing. But no, it was amazing. And because it's all based on charity work, it's just amazing to have that opportunity. And then the last few months, it's just been all about getting out in the community and doing the work. And Friday is the big day that I jet off to Florida. So, yeah, representing Australia on the world stage, I'm really nervous.
I didn't even know there was a Mrs. Australia, Mrs. World, Mrs. Universe thing. How long has it been operating for?
In Australia, it's a relatively new concept. It's only really been running for 10 years.
Yeah.
Whereas internationally, it's been running the same amount of time as the Miss competitions, but pageant culture isn't as big in Australia, which is kind of a good thing in a way, because not focusing on beauty is a good thing as well, but at the same time, throughout Asia, the US and the UK, it's massive. So whenever I go over to the US, you're just treated like royalty. And even the trip I did to France just a couple of months ago to judge a competition over there, I was mobbed. I just had no idea that it was like that. Whereas I come back home and people are like, oh, it's Kate, whatever.
Yeah.
Which I like too.
Now, it hasn't all been smooth sailing for you. You were bullied as a teenager. Just tell us about that and how you've come to be where you are today.
I think it's really important, particularly working as a model and now being a pageant queen. There's so many young girls that have only ever known me as that, and I think it's important that people know the bigger picture. As a teenager, I think my story is no different to any other teenager. I was bullied. I had severe acne, frizzy hair. I don't have the bad skin anymore, thanks to an amazing sponsor, but I still have frizzy hair, and it's important.
Sponsor?
Cactus Skincare. It's organic. It's amazing.
You can do that.
It makes anyone look flawless. But no, it's about keeping it real. I mean, so many people just see the stereotype based around beauty pageants and that it's all about beauty and not enough substance. And particularly with Mrs. Australia and the Mrs. International competition being so charity focused, I really wanted to focus on 15-year-old me and me in the position that I am now. I hated me. I thought, you look so flawless, you have amazing hair all the time. I don't look like that. I just hate myself. And flicking through magazines, you're always comparing yourself. And I don't wake up looking like this. So keeping it real and just keeping that really down-to-earth element to it, young girls need to hear.
To some, the idea of a beauty pageant is offensive.
Yes.
To some it is. How do you answer that? And also quickly, on your charity, which I think you're raising money for ovarian cancer awareness, aren't you?
Ovarian Cancer Australia, and the work I've been doing as Mrs. Australia is with the Touch of Goodness Foundation.
Great. And so to the people who find it offensive?
I've actually only come across one really difficult conversation since November in the crowning, and it was an older woman, very old school. She reminded me of my grandmother in terms of the generation that she was raised in, and she came up to us, and I was very conservatively dressed, as I usually am anyway, and she just said, you're putting us back in the 50s, and she was really quite cranky, and it was just a matter of saying, well, I respectfully disagree, because she was really quite vicious about it. And just having a conversation with her and just talking about my education, my travel, and my husband and family. And she just did a complete 180 right there, and she apologized and just said, I'm really sorry. Like, I just saw you as a little princess, and, you know, you're putting us back, you know, burning bras and all that sort of thing. And it's like, no. Times are changing, so...
Well, it's great that it's got a charity focus as well. Yeah. And, we wish you all the best over in Florida.
Thank you so much.
Let us know how you go.
Yeah. I will, thank you.
Good luck.
No worries. And, we'll talk to you over there if, well, even if it doesn't go so well. You know what I mean? Well, let's be positive.
If it doesn't go so well, it doesn't matter, because win or lose, I know the work I'm doing, I know I'll continue to do. And I have a big conference coming up in September, the Beautiful You Australia campaign, which is all about redefining beauty. So the work will continue.
Good stuff.
Fantastic.
Well, not the last time we'll see you. We'll see you very soon.
Thank you very much.